67% of Americans feel like they're behind on savings. And you wanna know why? It's because your life looks like this. This couple saved $100,000 in 4 minutes by meal prep maxing. A thread. Good for them.
It is I, your middle school bully, and I could not be more titillated to announce that I just bought my 8th castle. I couldn't have done it without—
Cool, yeah. Cool. Look at this idiot who doesn't have enough money to retire before the age of 15. Chat, aren't they an idiot? Oh, what was that for? Because you're the idiot behind on savings, idiot. Smash that like button. You're right. Everyone's so ahead of me. I should subscribe. Give me that. Hey, I'm decompressing. No, you're not, girl. You're recon-stressing. Now do you feel called out? Okay, then that means you're part of the 2/3 of Americans who feel like everyone else is ahead of you in saving money. But if we're talking majority, then you are the everyone else. Everyone else is actually in the same emotional boat as you. So why do so many of us still feel behind on savings? And how can you tell if you're actually behind? We got some unpacking to do. And I actually have 3 solid steps to getting out of this savings shame spiral. Spoiler alert, the doom scrolling, not one of them, okay? No. Are you my dad? Basically. Now, a disclaimer.
This is for edutainment purposes only. None of this is actual personalized financial advice.
I am simply your rich auntie in training who loves finance, and I'm trying to get us talking about the important stuff. But I've got some solid resources to share. Buckle up.
Why do I feel behind? Why?
Now, let's talk about where the financially behindy feeling comes from. You already saw one major source of it: constant comparison on these little doom screens that we've attached to our bodies. But there's so much you're not seeing behind the scenes of these singular posts, right? People are constantly hiding both the massive advantages that they've gotten and the hardship it's putting them through. We're seeing the highlights, but you rarely get the full story. Okay, besides the fact that you're literally the worst person I know, how did you buy 8 castles?
Oh, hard work, perseverance, and
Please be so for real right now.
my dad helped with the down payments. Okay, my dad bequeathed them to me as an inheritance. Oh, fine, my dad is literally Dracula, okay? He built the castles using the power of 1,000 virgins. It was free. But like, I still have to pay for the housekeepers.
Clickbaity news stories like this are often followed by some financial expert serving you a whole bunch of shoulds. The thing is, getting one-way advice through the internet means that the specifics of your life are not being taken into account. So that means a lot of them shoulds are BS. You should have 6 to 12 months of savings by now. You know, considering the fact that I work freelance and I have no dependents, 3 months is probably a better starting point for me. Well, you should own a home by 30. Why? I mean, what if I live in the Bay Area and the average price of a home is $1.3 million? And now that I think about it, I'm not even that interested in the realities of homeownership. Well, you should have $100,000 in retirement yesterday, like this couple. It says here that they're a dual income household that started off with no debt, paying 0 rent, living with family, and her dad is a literal ATM. We are not the same. And since I'm me, I'm always gonna remind you, forget saving extra money. There are so many systemic barriers set up to make surviving incredibly hard, especially if you're from a marginalized community. Should we sing them together?
Hourly wages have only risen 6% since the 70s. Millennials have an average student loan balance of $40,000. We started adulthood in crippling debt. And nearly 70% of all bankruptcies are caused by medical bills. What kind of sick dystopian shit is that?
Ugh, you betas love to make excuses, but if you just locked in and stop making excuses about your skills issues, it's fine, babes. I got this one. Okay, shut the fuck up. Now you. Let me help us reframe this a little bit. If you're asking, am I financially behind? You're asking the wrong question. The right question is, what kind of life do I want to build? And does my money life match that? I have a little checklist that I go through when all of this external stuff has me financially spiraling. Can I cover a $1,000 emergency? Emergencies can happen to anyone, right? So having a little bit of that starter cushion is a really good box to check first.
Okay, you made one valid point, a W. You're still an L.
Am I building the emergency savings that fits my life? We'll cover this in a future video, but knowing exactly what 1 month of your life costs and how many months you feel comfortable staying afloat if you lost your job, that is the foundation of basic financial security.
Okay, a semi-valid point, slight W, still an L.
Do I have a handle on my high interest debt? High interest debt is actually something that will factually hold your financial life back, regardless of your goals. So if I've got credit card or personal loan balances hanging around, I'm focused on that and not a lot else. It's blinders time. Do my financial goals excite me? Do I actually care about owning castles or retiring early or any other internet noise? Once I personally realized I don't actually want to own property or be a homeowner, all of my friends' posts about home ownership just made me happy for them instead of envious because we're on two different paths. Instead, I am personally hyped about the idea of bi-coastal renting and helping to give my parents a cushier retirement. So I'm going around that. Do I know my retirement number? The internet will throw all kinds of numbers out there for what others have invested, but messing with an investment calculator or even linking up with a personal financial advisor will have you diving into the details of your actual life and your goals and your timeline. So it won't matter what other folks' finish line is because their number and their life is not yours.
Like, comment, subscribe.
I use these questions to shut off the noise and just ground myself in the reality of my lane, which is the only lane I have control over. If you can answer yes to most of those questions, then f***ing hell yeah for you. You're doing great, and maybe you just need to tailor your feed to cut out all that shit that makes you feel behind.
What if my answer to most of the above is no?
Then that's not failure, that's data, baby. And we can work with data.
Release behindness. Release.
All right, I've got 3 things you can do if you feel that, oh God, I'm losing in the game of life, panic start to set in.
Let's go! Stupid game.
And this first one is absolutely non-negotiable, okay? Release that shame. Use your words and actually let a little bit of guilt in if you need it, okay? Science says so. In 2021, 6 studies surveying over 9,000 people found that shame actually breeds worse money habits, like in real life.
So let's say a friend dug themselves into a whole bunch of gambling debt. A friend.
Right. Well, according to the study, shame signals to our brain, I'm a bad person, which leads to avoidance. So you ignore your bills, your debt gets worse, you feel worse. It's this whole spiral. So shame can actually make your debt worse. I mean, your friend's debt.
Yes, but guilt signals to the brain, I made a bad decision, and decisions are action-oriented, and I can take responsibility and make different decisions moving forward. My friend can. My friend.
Yes, your friend definitely can. Actually, your friend might benefit from my favorite thing, which is journaling. According to this study, researchers found that journaling about stressful feelings can lower your heart rate and decrease symptoms of anxiety or depression. That can actually rewire the going on up here. Thing 2, if you are knocking out high interest debt or you have a financial goal that excites you, think of one teeny tiny first step that you can take. I'm talking about an easy win that you know you can hit within the next month maximum. Like save your first $50, set up 1 automatic transfer, cancel 1 subscription. I'm looking for a quick dopamine hit to break that shame paralysis.
And so what are we gonna do the next time we get on LinkedIn?
Make an outlandish lie about castles. No. Why don't we celebrate the fact that you checked your finance app every day this week? That is major for an avoidant like you.
That's allowed? Like you'd hit like on a post like that?
The truth is always more interesting, my guy. And if you happen to use a finance app that lays out your finances beautifully and helps you make small steps towards your goal, you can share that too, might feel good.
Perseverance.
And lastly, get up out of your head and find community. This is my favorite. Shame breeds like bunnies in darkness and isolation. But if you find some friends who share the same goals as you, you get to air it all out together. Studies found that you're 65% more likely to meet a goal if you commit with one other person and 95% more likely to hit it if you check in about it regularly. What? I once started a group text where my friends and I just sent a little dollar with wings emoji whenever we deposit to our savings. And it not only motivates all of us and normalizes talking about money, but it is very funny when everyone suddenly drops everything to deposit too. It's like savings Marco Polo. Hitting goals rocks, accountability rocks, but truly community is about having that consistent reminder that you are not alone. So I went on the Our Poverty Finance Reddit and I found some really cool folks who are also saving their first $1,000. So we have this super cool group text now.
Could you add me to that? I mean, somehow I've amassed a following of a bunch of buttholes. Yeah. I could use some positive community, to be honest.
I got you, bud. You can't call them betas though.
But what if they're being betas? Because
Okay, shall we bring it all together one last time? My friends have a few affirmations for you if you're, ready to receive.
I'm not behind, I'm not alone in feeling behind, and I'm not a bad person. The best place and time to make better money decisions is right here, right now. For my friend. Wherever I'm trying to go, I know I can get there with small steps and a supportive as hell community. Also, smash that subscribe.
Actually, for the first time and just for this one time, he's right. You should. If this resonated with you, feel free to subscribe, drop a comment. What is your first tiny win gonna be? I want to hear about it. I want to hype you up. And if you want more money videos breaking down the money stuff using the most unnecessarily chaotic metaphors and characters, tell me what you want to see. We're going to figure all this shit out together. Okay? Come here. Financial forehead kiss. Mwah.